Bring, 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 bring. Hello? Why, yes, this is a video nobody asked for. How did you guess? Okay, so Marvel Zombies finally came out, and I know I'm a little late to the party. I'm sorry. I got some issues when it comes to being on time, but I wanted to make a video because I love Marvel Zombies. This is not a direct adaptation of the Marvel Zombies comics, so here's my thing. I'm not a critic. I'm literally just stating my opinion and things I liked and didn't like about the show. And also, I'm not like an avid comic reader, so I'm not much for comic accuracy. While I do appreciate when they do give comic accuracy, I accept that this is somebody's take on some ideas and some concepts of shit. While yes, I do wish that in this show the zombies were very much a lot more similar to their comic book counterparts, I still like the show. Alright, so the story. The Queen of the Dead, or Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch, she wants to rule the zombie-infested world. And in order to do that, she needs Kamala Khan for her powers, which have some sort of cosmic energy, I think. And it's supposed to help Wanda create the hex that she does at the end, much like in WandaVision. Kamala's mission is to use this transmitter, which was shrunk by Pym particles. That shit was all around this show. Pym particles were everywhere. It was like regular over-the-counter drug. I swear they were handing that shit out like it was ibuprofen. Anyway, she uses it to send a signal to the intergalactic force known as the Nova Corps. The way they're a bunch of assholes. They're just like, yeah, fuck everyone on this earth. Nah, I'm playing. It makes sense. Hold on, let me get back to that. So once the Nova Corps arrives, we learn that Earth was quarantined from the rest of the universe. And like I said, because they can't allow people to just leave, they might be infected. We are gonna kill them. We give them 5 seconds. 5 seconds ain't shit. Honestly, it kind of is shit. I don't know why they didn't just turn around the moment they fucking heard that. If like a bunch of people with like weapons pointed at me was like, hey, we're gonna shoot your ass if you don't move, I'm hauling ass. I'm going back down to Earth. Fuck that shit. Well, honestly, considering how this world is just infested by zombies and you got like the most powerful woman on the planet as a zombie trying to kill you and all your friends and everyone you love trying to take over, I would just let the Nova Corps kill me at that point. I'm not gonna lie. I would much rather prefer that, be getting gunned down than being eaten alive. I would honestly be okay with that. Or shit, let Blade Knight bite me.
Make me immortal. No.
Since the Nova Corps isn't gonna help them, the survivors are humanity's last hope, and they fight Wanda, who is trying to touch Infinity Hulk. No Diddy. Yeah, so Infinity Hulk is... It's such a cool concept that they introduced in the show. Basically, during the Battle of Wakanda, which was teased at the end of the What If episode that this show is a spin-off from, during that battle, Black Panther, who has one leg, by the way, which was actually a nice little nod to the Marvel Zombies comics, kills zombie Thanos, who has collected all the stones and is figuring out how they work. He's about to do some crazy shit with it. He pounces on Thanos and pushes him into this liquefied vibranium core thing that we just like learned about in this show, by the way. And that destroys not only Thanos and Black Panther, but it also just destroys the stones, but not the energy within them. So it sends like this massive explosion of energy which wipes out everything in its path. Almost wiping out Spider-Man and bodiless Scott Lang. But, you know, they get saved. So they're fine. But that energy is going to like... It'll probably destroy the Earth and maybe even the galaxy. So Hulk is used as this... They call him a cipher. He holds all the energy within himself as the Hulk. So Wanda wants to use that energy to help her power be a lot bigger, because obviously it's like that hex around the whole world is just a lot for her, so she's gonna need that energy. And like I said, the cosmic energy from Kamala's powers help with that as well. So they fight Wanda, but you know, they're overpowered and overwhelmed by her zombie army. And the Hulk can't do much because he's holding all the power within himself. He can't exert his energy too much. Otherwise, who knows what'll happen. So in the end, Kamala has to make the hard decision and accept Wanda's offer to just take over the universe, basically. Wanda promised that everything would go back to normal before the virus, which isn't true because the hex only creates an illusion. It doesn't actually alter reality. In a way it does. It alters what you see, but it doesn't alter your actual reality, which is actually shown throughout the show, considering the fact that she had gods eating a buffet of zombies. That shit was nasty. That shit was actually nasty. I don't know how Alexi was still walking after that. I would have just been like, yo, please shoot my shit clean off. Let me get into what I like. So what I did like about the show was Kamala Khan. I love Kamala, bro. Like, I was surprised that she was the main lead of this story, but I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with it. The show was okay, her show. I did like it. I don't remember too much about it. I just know that I think, while there were certain aspects of it that I was like, yeah, that's okay. For the most part, I enjoyed it. For what the show lacks, it makes up for with the character of Miss Marvel. I enjoy Miss Marvel very much. She's a very fun character and enjoyable to watch for a main lead in a zombie story where no one's surviving, everyone's getting bit, everyone's getting turned into a little slave for Wanda. But yeah, I think Kamala was a great choice for this. I mean, she was a very hopeful character, even lifting up the people around her, which was really nice. I think that went really well considering the fact that the people around her are really affected by the events of not just what this series showed, but also just like everything outside of it. Everyone around them is dying, everyone's loved ones, all their friends and family are dead. Kamala's over here uplifting them, despite the fact that she's affected too, but she knows they got a job to do. She's got hope, and she's lifting everyone up around her. I'm happy that she was in this. I was really glad because I really wanted to see more of her. I haven't watched the Marvels yet, but I am glad to see her again here, and I look forward to seeing more of her. Dude, Blade Knight was cool as shit. I love Moon Knight very much. He is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Shit, he might just be the main Marvel character that I love. Outside of Spider-Man, of course, which I'll get to that more on that later, but we got to see Blade as the new avatar of Moon Knight. That shit was so cool, and dude was aura farming in every scene he was in, as any Moon Knight variant should. I mean, justice for my boy Mark, or Jake, or Steven, but Blade Knight was cool as shit. You know, whoever came up with the idea to fuse the two characters together, throw him into a zombie apocalypse, deserves some head, bro. That was amazing. That was such a cool idea. Props to them, bro. But the fact that he died, oh my god. He got incinerated. Dude got the Kate Bishop treatment. I mean, it was cool. It was cool to see the skeleton and stuff. That was a really cool, like, art thing. But, dude, what the fuck? Why did he have to die? There was no need for him to die. I guess he was just too powerful. He was too goated to keep alive. Oh, well. I like Zombie Wanda as the villain. And the fact that we got to see like a zombie Thor and like all these characters that were heroes once before and now zombies. Like, they're pretty cool. But I do wish that they weren't mindless zombies being controlled by one Wanda Maximoff. I wish it was more like multiple zombies working together, trying to eat the people. I think that would have been cooler. Cause like, and it would have been scarier too, if they were all like talking and shit. Like, imagine a talking zombie IRL. Like, what if a zombie comes up to your door, right? They knock on the door. You open it up and they're like, yo, we hit it, eat your ass. Like, I'd be scared as shit. Because it's like, what am I gonna do? The zombie's obviously smart as shit. I might as well just accept my fate and die. Okay, that's actually stupid as hell. Why would I? Yeah, so if a zombie is pulling up to my doorstep, I'm not gonna be fucking opening the door to it. I'm gonna be taking the nearest fucking shotgun and blowing his shit smooth off. Realistically, though, other zombies will hear, so probably the best option is just to take the sharpest knife and go straight for the eyeball, going straight through the brain. That's what I'm gonna do. That's actually lame as hell. I pissed myself off. This show's not bad. The story's not even that bad. It's actually a pretty good show for what it is. However, I will say, I wish it was a bit longer. I think that if it was a longer runtime and maybe it was an actual series instead of like a movie that was split up into 4 parts, I think it would have been a bit better. I think we would have been able to flesh out more characters and explore more of the concepts introduced in the show. Like, we got to see Icarus, this like, basically this like, inorganic god, right? So like, he can't be a zombie, and he's fighting Captain Marvel, who is a zombie in this. And that was such a cool concept. It was so cool because it was like this never-ending battle between them, and they only stopped to kill anyone who dares to enter the Valley of the Broken Gods. And that was a really cool concept, but we only got to see a little bit of it, which I think is fine because there's not much you can really do else with that, because it's very straightforward. It's just like 2 people battling each other, and that's pretty much it. It's just a never-ending battle. It's just like, we never went back to that, and that's okay. It's just that I think that we could have explored the concepts a little more. I would have liked to see more of Blade Knight. I would have liked to see more of Shang-Chi and Katie working with the 10 rings, and like instead of like in the movie where it was just Shang-Chi with the 10 rings, it was both of them. And by the way, that was a really cool concept as well, of like one of the rings working as a tourniquet for the infection that only infected his one arm. Spider-Man was cool as shit in this. We actually got to see him killing zombies, ripping off heads. I wish we got more of him in this, but for what we did get, I think it was still pretty cool. So the show was awesome. It was crazy. Infinity Hulk was a crazy ass thing. Even though I wish we could have explored things even more, I still like the show for what it is. It's pretty cool. I hope we get a second season, and I hope with that second season they explore more shit, and I hope they make it a little longer, and maybe that'll make up for some of the lack of a longer runtime. And if it doesn't, whatever. I mean, oh well, can't win them all. Anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on the show. This is a little bit of a different video than I would normally do. I'm not really a review channel or anything, and I'm certainly not a critic, but considering that this is a zombie show, and I love the concept of zombies and superheroes, and I've been anticipating the show for a while, I felt I needed to make a video on it. But anyway, that's it for today. Okay, bye.